President Barack Obama said shooting for the stars is an essential element of the American character.
I am 100% committed to the mission of NASA and its future.
Obama's goal in this trip to the hallowed Kennedy Space Center was to quell a political storm that erupted when his administration decided to cancel a program run by the space agency NASA, aimed at returning astronauts to the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many critics, including first man on the moon Neil Armstrong, said the U.S. would no longer have the right stuff and lose its edge in space to rising powers like China. Politicians of both parties attacked the plan, saying it would cost jobs in their states or congressional districts. But Fly Me to the Moon isn't on Obama's playlist.
I just have to say, pretty bluntly here, we've been there before.
50 years ago, John Kennedy set a bold goal in a time of intense Cold War rivalry.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Obama echoed Kennedy's call, but with his own characteristic style, low on drama, heavy on detail.
And by 2025, we expect new spacecraft designed for long journeys to allow us to begin the first ever crewed missions beyond the moon into deep space. By the mid-2030s, I believe we can send humans to orbit Mars and return them safely to Earth. And a landing on Mars will follow, and I expect to be around to see it.
Americans have always had mixed emotions about the space program, boasting of how it reflects their pioneer spirit, but at the same time questioning the wisdom of lavishing money on space while problems fester for lack of funding here on Earth. Obama says he'll add $6 billion to NASA's nearly $19 billion budget over the next 5 years, but will also encourage privatization of space capabilities, a kind of cosmic outsourcing.
We'll also accelerate the pace of innovations as companies, from young startups to established leaders, compete to design and build and launch new means of carrying people and materials out of our atmosphere.
We have a go for main start.
In the meantime, though, the U.S. Space Shuttle fleet is due to be retired this year. That means that when U.S. astronauts need to visit the International Space Station, they'll be in the embarrassing position of having to hitch a ride on a Russian rocket. Not exactly what Kennedy had in mind. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Washington.